How's it going, everybody? My name's the Gaming Vortex, and today I'd like to talk about Jump Force. So, as some of you guys may know, I've played Session 3 and Session 4 of the Jump Force beta, and, well, I'll just go ahead and say, overall, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this game. I am ready to play this game. And I would like to talk about, like, the pros and cons to this game. There's very, very little cons, and, like, even the little cons I have, they're like not even that big of a deal. Like, I had to like nitpick some stuff that I feel like should be changed. But overall, like this game looking good, and this is just the beta, okay? I only played the beta, so let's just go ahead and get right into this video. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the connection. The connection was actually, at least for me anyway, it was really good. Okay, like I got into the game straight away, you know. I got to pick whatever custom created character they had, and for the matchmaking, I pretty much just joined somebody like in a couple seconds. Like, it was really good for the most part. Now I know it was a closed beta, and it's not like an open beta, so you know, not everybody was able to get on. But I mean, the connection was not bad. It wasn't bad at all. You know, it's actually it's better than Xenoverse 2 right now, and it's a beta. But anyway, I will say though, there are times where I started the battle and I would just see like my opponent's character just standing there like after they would finish their like speech or whatever, and it only lasted like a couple seconds. That one was a little that was really the only issue I've had. Also, sometimes it would kind of just like freeze a little bit, like when I was fighting somebody, it would kind of just like stop for like a couple seconds. But other than that, it was perfect. The connection was just perfect. It was so good. Next up, I would like to talk about the combat. The combat is really fast-paced, okay? So I know some people might not like fast-paced fighting. I'm fine with it, personally. I'm fine with it. Because basically, you're in a rush for the most part. You know, you can't just be there just chilling, because your opponent can literally do anything that can mess you up and give you that good wombo combo. And if you don't think fast, well, you're pretty much done, okay? It's over for you. It's over. That's why I really like this game. You know, you have to like kind of strategize for the most part during your fights. I mean, if you saw my streams, I was kind of button mashing for the most part. But there was some times where I had to like kind of think about like what my opponent was going to do and how I could counter that. Another thing I love in Jump Force is that you can make really good combos by switching in between characters. I don't know if some of y'all didn't see my stream on Jump Force, but there is a really good Vegeta and Frieza combo you can do, which is so broken so far. If you hit your opponent with Vegeta's Spirit Breaker and it connects, and then you hold the assist for Frieza, where Frieza does the Death Beam, it will hit. Your opponent cannot block it, your opponent can't avoid it, it's gonna hit. So that's what I like. You can just do so many cool combos. There's another cool combo you can do with Goku and Seiya Pegasus. I haven't tried it myself during the beta, but I saw some videos on it, and it was crazy. You can actually do one of Goku's moves where he brings your opponent up into the air, and like he slams the opponent down, and then you switch in the Seiya Pegasus, and then you can do the ultimate, and it'll connect. Like, that's crazy. that is insane. So another thing I want to bring up is that the characters seem well balanced for the most part. I mean, I haven't really spent as much time with everybody, but for the most part, everyone seemed pretty well balanced. Certain characters might have like certain flaws, like some of them might not be ranged enough, some of them might be like more close combat. Some characters might have counters. I don't know if they all have counters, but I know some of them do. So one thing I really wanted to talk about was the custom created characters. For the most part, they all looked pretty good. I'll go ahead and pull up some pictures of them. Now, we still do not know if you can change, you know, like the move set, depending on what kind of character you have. I don't know if it's going to be like a class custom created character you can have, like if you want to pick a character from the Dragon Ball universe, from the Naruto, or the One Piece, because they all had like certain outfits for like each anime. So I don't know if it's going to be like a class or if it's just like outfits you can put on. That is still unknown to us. It does seem like you can change your ultimates, but I don't know about the super attacks, though. I hope that you can. Now, one con I do have throughout this game is the particles might be too much. I mean, if they just keep it as it is in the game, I mean, I'm fine with it. It's just, it seems like it's a little bit overkill. But again, that's not even, like, really a bad thing, you know? It's just that sometimes I can't really, like, during the game, I don't know if it's just me, but, some of the particles kind of get in the way of when I'm trying to see my opponent, you know? But yeah, that's just one kind of bad thing, I guess. The sound effects and the music for all the stages sound so clean, dude. They sound so good. The sound effects for, like, certain attacks, they seem also very well done. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I don't think there's any soundtrack so far I didn't like. I listened to all the music for each stage, and there was not one I didn't like, okay? Like, I liked all of them. They sounded so good. So hopefully throughout the other stages... Oh, actually what would be really cool is if you could change the music for whatever stage you want to pick. Kind of like Xenoverse 2, how you can now change the background music. That would be pretty dope. Okay, let's talk about Seiya Pegasus. I hope I'm saying that right, because I've never seen the show. But since I got to play as him for a little bit, I kind of want to see it. Like, I'm actually kind of interested in this character. I've heard about him, but I've never actually saw the show for him. So Seiya Pegasus looks and is awesome. Like, I played as him a little bit. He's awesome. I like him. Again, he's pretty much balanced, I think, for the most part. For all the characters. And I'm pretty excited to see who else is going to be there. I'm also excited for Yugi Muto. You best believe I'm going to be maining him. So let's talk about the story, because if you guys don't know, there's going to be a story of the Jump Force that you can play. And this is just a prediction so far, but I think Light Yagami might be like the mastermind behind it, because Light Yagami is not going to be playable. He's just going to be story exclusive only, I guess. I couldn't really see how Light Yagami can be playable anyway, because, I mean, he's kind of human, and if you add, like, his Death Note with him, that would be pretty overkill. You just have to write the person's name and then they're dead. Like, that's broken. He's actually the most broken character, believe it or not. But I feel like he's going to be the mastermind behind all of it. I think what's going to happen is all the villains are going to get together, all the heroes are going to get together, they're all going to, like, clash into just one giant freaking, I don't know, one mosh pit. That's all I can think of right now. Later on, I'll try to think of more story predictions, but that's all I got for right now. I will say, when I tried to enter practice mode, I barely got in because my opponent just joined me, like, right away. So I couldn't really do practice mode. I saw the stage for it, and the stage looked pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, just for like a practice mode, the stage looked pretty awesome. But I couldn't really get into it because my opponent, like, joined right away. That's how good the connection was in the beta, by the way. One other con I wanted to talk about was during the offline mode where you fought like an AI. It seemed way too easy. Now, I know that people didn't know the controls yet. I didn't know the controls yet. So, obviously they wanted to make the AI, like, super easy. I'm sure you can change the difficulty when the game comes out. But yeah, like, the AI was just... I don't think the AI beat me in a round, you know? Like, like that's how easy the AI was. Like, honestly, all you had to do was just do a bunch of square combos, and you won. But, yeah. Yeah, I hope they change the difficulty, because AI was extremely easy. Oh, and one other thing I want to point out is the battle damage looks so clean. Like, I don't know if you saw, like, during my stream, but I was playing as Vegeta, and you just saw like major battle damage depending on, like, where your health is at, and you just see, like, destroyed part of, like, his armor. You see like a bunch of, like, blood and just like scratches and stuff. It looks so good. And I saw it on some other characters too, like Goku, Gon, Naruto, Sasuke. The battle damage looks so good, like the torn up outfit and stuff. Oh my lord, I gotta give them props. That battle damage is so good. Also, you can, when you do ultimates, it destroys like the stage, but then it kind of just like goes away, kind of like Xenoverse 2. I kind of wish it would stay there, to be honest, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. Now, I know some people were kind of worried that it was going to be like J-Stars, because J-Stars is kind of like the same concept. You know, they bring like a whole bunch of anime characters from you know, famous anime shows. I think it's also just Shonen Jump anime. I could be wrong. I haven't played J-Stars, but I've seen a lot of gameplay of it. But it is, as far as I know, it's not like J-Stars. It is very fast-paced. You know, the characters look a lot better. Their super attacks look better. The particle effects, their ultimates, just it all looks so much updated. It looks so great, and I really have no complaints. And so here's my biggest kind of complaint, I guess. Again, I can only like nitpick on certain stuff, but this is kind of like the biggest one that I kind of wanted to talk about. And some people might agree with me, some might not. Just let me know in the comments what you think. But for me personally, I feel like the rounds are a little bit too short, and I think that's because of the health system. Now, I'm completely okay with double damage when you switch out between two characters. I think that's like a pretty good addition, because I mean, that seems kind of fair. You know, you have like two people out, and if they both get hit by an ultimate, you should take double damage, right? Like, I'm fine with that, but it just I feel like it was going to be a little bit like Fighters, where each character that you pick has like their own health bar and it's not shared. You know, like I kind of feel like they should have that, you know, because each round seems like it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to beat, depending on how fast you and your opponent are fighting each other. Sometimes I would just charge and my opponent would just let me, and he would also charge. You know, that could take up some time. But if you're just having like a really like quick fight, it takes about like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even less. I don't know. But I feel like if you want to make the rounds longer, then you should add more health bars to each character to, you know, and then that way, you know, you can't switch out with them if one character is like knocked out. I just think that would be a good addition personally. Like, I know Gon is if you do his ultimate, you can't switch into him again. I've heard about that. I haven't did it, but as far as I know, that is the case with him. I think that's kind of cool, to be honest. But yeah, guys, I think that is about it. You know, like, I made, like, a whole list of everything, of, like, stuff I just wanted to talk about. But again, for the most part, I am so ready for this game. Again, Jump Force is coming out sometime in February next year. I don't know exactly what date. They haven't said it yet. But they said sometime in February next year. So I am ready. I am ready for this game. I am ready to just destroy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. It always helps me out. Subscribe if you're new here. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Stay awesome, everybody.